Alrighty. Back again. Day 84. Oh, that's the one that hasn't been changed. There was something. I think this is as far as we got last time before I made one little slip up. I think we got 84 days into it last time. And then I fucked it up.
Okay.
Here we are again, round 2. Alright. Let's get into the reading. Nestor, knight of Gerene, did as Idomeneus had counselled. He at once mounted his chariot, and Machaon, son of the famed physician Asclepius, went with him. He lashed his horses, and they flew onward, nothing loath towards the ships, as though of their own free will. Then Cebriones, seeing the Trojans in confusion, said to Hector from his place beside him, Hector, here are 2 fighting on the extreme wing of the battle, while the other Trojans are in pell-mell rout, they and their horses. Ajax, son of Telamon, is driving them before him. I know him by the breadth of his shield. Let us turn our chariot and horses thither, where horse and foot are fighting most desperately, and where the cry of battle is loudest. With this he lashed his goodly steeds, and when they felt the whip, they drew the chariot full speed among the Achaeans and Trojans, over the bodies and shields of those that had fallen. The axle was bespattered with blood, and the rail round the car was covered with splashes both from the horses' hoofs and from the tires of the wheels. Hector tore his way through and flung himself into the thick of the fight, and his presence threw the Danaans into confusion, for his spear was not long idle. Nevertheless, though he went among the ranks with sword and spear and throwing great stones, he avoided Ajax, son of Telamon, for Zeus would have been angry with him had he fought a man better than himself. Then Father Zeus from his high throne struck fear into the heart of Ajax, so that he stood there dazed and threw his shield behind him, looking fearfully at the throng of his foes, as though he were some wild beast, and turning hither and thither but crouching slowly backwards, as peasants with their hounds chase a lion from their stockyard, and watch by night to prevent his carrying off the pick of the herd. He makes his greedy spring, but in vain, for the darts from many a strong hand fall thick around him, with burning brands that scare him for all his fury, and when morning comes he slinks foiled and angry away. Even so did Ajax, sorely against his will, retreat angrily before the Trojans, fearing for the ships of the Achaeans, or some lazy ass that has had many a cudgel broken about his back. When he gets into a field, begins eating the corn. Boys beat they love these weird comparisons. Boys beat him, but he is too many for them, and though they lay about with their sticks, they cannot hurt him. Still, when he has had his fill, they at last drive him from the field. Even so did the Trojans and their allies pursue great Ajax, ever smiting the middle of his shield with their darts. Now and again he would turn and show fight, keeping back the battalions of the Trojans, and then he would again retreat, but he prevented any of them from making his way to the ships. Single-handed he stood midway between the Trojans and Achaeans. The spears that sped from their hands struck some of them in his mighty shield, while many, though thirsting for his blood, fell to the ground ere they could reach him to the wounding of his fair flesh. Now when Eurypylus, the brave son of Euaemon, saw that Ajax was being overpowered by the rain of arrows, he went up to him and hurled his spear. He struck Aposeon, son of Phasius, in the liver below the midriff, and laid him low. Eurypylus sprang upon him, and stripped the armour from his shoulders. But when Paris saw him, he aimed an arrow at him which struck him in the right thigh. The arrow broke, but the point that was left in the wound dragged on the thigh. He drew back, therefore, under cover of his comrades to save his life, shouting as he did so to the Danaans, "My friends, princes, and counsellors of the Argives, rally to the defence of Ajax, who is being overpowered, and I doubt whether he will come out of the fight alive. Hither, then, to the rescue of great Ajax, son of Telamon." Even so did he cry when he was wounded. Thereon the others came near, and gathered round him, holding their shields upwards from their shoulders so as to give him cover. Ajax then made towards them, and turned round to stand at bay as soon as he had reached his men. Thus, then did they fight as it were a flaming fire. Meanwhile the mares of Neleus, all in a lather with sweat, were bearing Nestor out of the fight. And with him Machaon, shepherd of his people, Achilles saw and took note, for he was standing on the stem of his ship, watching the hard stress and struggle of the fight. He called from the ship to his comrade Patroclus, who heard him in the tent and came out looking like Ares himself. Here indeed was the beginning of the ill that presently befell him. "Why," said he, "Achilles, do you call me? "What do you want with me?" And Achilles answered, "Noble son of Menelaus." I can't wait till this book's done. Menelaus, these stupid names. "Man after my own heart, I take it that I shall now have the Achaeans praying at my knees, for they are in great straits. Go, Patroclus, and ask Nestor who it is that he is bearing away wounded from the field. From his back I should say it was Machaon, son of Asclepius, but I could not see his face, for the horses went by me at full speed." Patroclus did as his dear comrade had bidden him, and set off running by the ships and tents of the Achaeans. When Nestor and Machaon had reached the tents of the son of Neleus, they dismounted, and an esquire, Eurymedon, took the horses from the chariot. The pair then stood in the breeze by the seaside to dry the sweat from their shirts, and when they had so done, they came inside and took their seats. Fair Hecademe, whom Nestor had awarded it to him from Tenedos when Achilles took it, mixed them a mess. She was daughter of wise Arsinoeus. What is this? Arsinoeus. And the Achaeans had given her to Nestor because he excelled all of them in counsel. First she set for them a fair and well-made table that had feet of cyanus. On it there was a vessel of bronze and an onion. Where is it? And an onion to give relish to the drink, with honey and cakes of barley meal. There was also a cup of rare workmanship, which the old man had brought with him from home, studded with bosses of gold. It had 4 handles, on each of which there were 2 golden doves feeding, and it had 2 feet to stand on. Anyone else would hardly have been able to lift it from the table when it was full, but Nestor could do so quite easily. In this the woman, as fair as a goddess, mixed them a mess with Premian wine. She grated goat's milk cheese into it, into the wine, with a bronze grater, threw in a handful of white barley meal, and having thus prepared the mess, she bade them drink it. Said, "No, thank you, woman." When they had done so, and had thus quenched their thirst, they fell talking with one another, and at this moment Patroclus appeared at the door. When the old man saw him, he sprang from his seat, seized his hand, led him into the tent, and bade him take his place among them. But Patroclus stood where he was, and said, "Noble sir, I may not stay. You cannot persuade me to come in. He that sent me is not one to be trifled with, and he bade me ask who the wounded man was whom you were bearing away from the field. I can now see for myself that he is Machaon, shepherd of his people. I must go back and tell Achilles. You, sir, know what a terrible man he is, and how ready to blame even where no blame should lie." Nestor answered, "Why should Achilles care to know how many of the Achaeans may be wounded? He recks not of the dismay that reigns in our host. Our most valiant chieftains lie disabled. Brave Diomed, son of Tydeus, is wounded. So are Odysseus and Agamemnon. Eurypylus has been hit with an arrow in the thigh, and I have just been bringing this man from the field. He too wounded with an arrow. Nevertheless, Achilles, so valiant though he be, cares not and knows no ruth. Will he wait till the ships, do what we may, are in a blaze, and we perish one upon the other? As for me, I have no strength nor stay in me any longer. Would that I were still as young and strong as in the days when there was a fight between us and the men of Elis about some cattle raiding. I then killed Idomeneus, the valiant son of Hyperochus, a dweller in Elis. As I was driving in the spoil, he was hit by a dart thrown by my hand, when fighting in the front rank in defence of his crows. So he fell, and the country people around him were in great fear. We drove off a vast quantity of booty from the plain, 50 herds of cattle, and as many flocks of sheep, 50 doves also of pigs, and as many wide-spreading flocks of goats. Of horses, moreover, we seized 150, all of them mares, and many had fowls running with them. All these did we drive by night to Pylus, the city of Neleus, taking them within the city, and the heart of Neleus was glad in that I had taken so much. Though it was the first time I had ever been in the field, at daybreak the heralds went round crying that all in Elis to whom there was a debt owing should come, and the leading Pylians assembled to divide the spoils. There were many to whom the Epeans owed chattels, for we men of Pylus were few and had been oppressed with wrong. In former years Heracles had come, and had laid his hand heavy upon us, so that all our best men had perished. Neleus had his 12 sons, but I alone was left. The others had all been killed. The Epeans, presuming upon all this, had looked down upon us, and had done us much evil. My father chose a herd of cattle, and a great flock of sheep, 300 in all, and he took their shepherds with him. For there was a great debt due to him in Elis, to wit 4 horses, winners of prizes. They and their chariots with them had gone to the games, and were to run for a tripod, but King Augeas took them. and sent back their driver grieving for the loss of their horses. Neleus was angered by what he had both said and done, and took great value in return, but he divided the rest, that no man might have less than his full share. Thus did we order all things, and offer sacrifices to the gods throughout the city. But 3 days afterwards the Epeans came in a body, many in number, they and their chariots in full array, and with them the two Moliones in their armour, though they were still lads and unused to fighting. Now there is a certain town, Thryosa, perched upon a rock on the river Alpheus, the border city of Pylos. This they would destroy, and pitch their camp about it. But when they had crossed their whole plain, Athene darted down by night from Olympus, and bade us set ourselves in array. And she found willing soldiers in Pylos, for the men meant fighting. Neleus would not let me arm, and hid my horses, for he said that as yet I could know nothing about war. Nevertheless, Athene so ordered the fight that, all on foot as I was, I fought among our mounted forces, and vied with the foremost of them. There is a river, Mineus. Fuck it. There's no need to read it, I swear, because I don't know how to. That falls into the scenery. If I can't read it, there's just no point to reading it out loud. I don't think anyone's listening anyway, so I'll just read it anyway. It says all sorts of things I cannot pronounce without looking it up. Fucking 20 words fucking reading session.
Chad, I've been researching how to fix this thing, but I don't know how to fix it.
What are you talking about?
This. Can I write?
Ah, fuck.
You're at 22, were you?
No, I don't know what I was at.
22.
What are you?
When I write, it's massive.
You gotta look it up.
Yeah, I've tried.
You're
at 22.
I don't think I was.
I reckon it was lower.
But I don't know.
You started at 8:57. So say what, 8:50?
So it's gonna go a little bit longer.
You're at 21:04.
How do you know that?
Because I went back.
How can you do? Can you do that?
Yeah. Come on.
Yo, what's going on, Scrawny? What are you doing? Aesopus. It's Aesop. Usopp. Jamming cod. I bet you're jamming something.
That's a good one.
What have you been up to? Just playing COD? Yeah, that's about it. Fair enough. How's your kid, mate? Is he alright? You growing up? Has he avoided getting sick yet? Winter's usually nasty as a parent for the kids. Dealing with them when it's like that, it's crazy. Does your head in. He's just got better now. He was sick for 3 weeks. Fucking hell. Copped it hard. Poor little fella. Hopefully you can avoid it for the rest of winter. My kids are starting to get sick now. It's just the way it is. Can't avoid it. You get a good run over spring, summer. It's usually pretty good between like October and March. Sometimes you catch it in December, but yeah. Hopefully it's out the way early for him. Did you guys catch it or did you manage to avoid it? Oh, shit. Alright, that's definitely more than time now. Like 21.
21:04.
Yeah, say 8 minutes, that's enough.
Yeah.
8 minutes. Train, it's like, yeah, like 31. Alright. I'm gonna sleep, so I'll have to do all that.
I did a lot of it. Today.
What do they?
Lots of Pilates.
Pilates, eh? Which one? Yep. No Pilates. Sexy Pilates, eh?
I did which is a complex. So
Yep.
vacuuming, scrubbing the shower, all that.
Scrubbing the shower is fucking hard work, I tell you.
Yeah, and then I did the weight training up front. So
Yep. And that's definitely a day and a half of exercise. So.
all my muscles now.
Ugh.
In a good way.
Not in a bad way. Ugh.
My mum's gonna give me some painkillers.
What for? Your leg.
Yeah,
It's good.
if I need it, you know.
Yeah.
The more I exercise, the more it hurts.
Naturally. Unfortunately. You're gonna have to take CBD or something.
It helps a little.
Yeah, but not enough, yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with the camera? Playing up again.
The gummies help.
Do they?
Yeah.
Or if I update it now, will it not work?
I'm looking at those vibration machines.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that sounds funny.
Yeah, the oscillating machines.
Oh, there goes my camera. Hello. Stupid thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when you update it while you're using it.
Yeah, I was looking at the oscillating machines.
Yeah.
Like, and the doctor did recommend it, so I was looking into that.
Yeah.
Apparently, they were actually pretty good.
True.
Gets all the lymph nodes moving.
Way back.
I'm proud of you.
It's busted.
Not working.
No.
You have to restart the stream.
Yeah, I may have to.
Yeah.
Bull.
Can you take the camera off and look? Oh, the light's not even on the camera.
Yeah, I know. And yet it's like on here. There you go. Lights on.
Stream needs to be refreshed. You need to like somehow refresh OBS.
Let me have a look. There we go.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a little bit sharper now. Compared to what it was. Yeah, it's good though.
What is?
The oscillation thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll get there. I'm gonna make a plan.
These are the extra stuff you buy after you use them like crazy.
Exactly.
I love it. We're gonna have to go far.
You need to be intelligent in the fight game.
Everything, do you?
Especially in fighting.
any.
No, not right now. Go add it to the list. You can just do it.
I thought it was fun.
Hello, Chandu. How's it going, mate? Gustav, how's it going? What are you up to? Yep. Go Australia. Gotta support them. Yeah, it's India domination era. Yeah, you got a couple of years before Australia takes back over. Does what we do best. Nah, India's always good though. Always. You know, it's begun, Kushtab. I went to the MMA gym today. They called me up. They said, do you want to come in? And I was like, yep. They said, we can do it either today or next week. I was like, we'll do it today. We'll do it as soon as possible. Ah. Oh, yeah. I was the fittest one there. There was this one guy who's from Thailand. He came in to like during the intake as well, but he's got some serious speed, that guy. He's like this tall dude, real fast. But I was easily the fittest. We said, and I'll take it seriously. Yeah, he's a Muay Thai dude, yeah. The speed on him. I was like, holy shit, that's impressive. I'm like, good work, brother. I'm like, that is fucking nice speed. The way he's... I've never seen someone move that quick right in front of me. It was pretty awesome to behold. He's already done a few fights. He's looking to do more, get a couple in like while he's in Australia before he goes back to Thailand for a few weeks. I'm not stupid. He's a huge man. Fuck, heaps of the guys in there were huge, to be honest. What we're gonna do, about 8 classes a week if I'm healthy. That's what we'll do. We'll fast track this shit. It's gonna be fun. Hey. What are you talking about? So now, and they got a full gym there, like a proper gym, so I'm happy as. So I don't need to go to the normal gym now. Gonna cancel that membership and go here. Have these huge sessions there. It's fucking awesome. I don't know. Small strong man. What's he do? And I'll look it up. Small strange man. Let me finish, you small strange man. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's like Toy Story, where he says that you are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Aurelus. It's a fucking weird thing, isn't it? Aurelus. Hmm. But it's a lot of fun, man, I tell you. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be in there like 6 days a week. I wonder if they'll let me stream in there. I'll have to ask them. Get some footage. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'll admit I haven't felt so good after a workout in a long time. English slang. You know what Macca's is? You know Macca's? We'll start off nice and simple. Yeah, Macca's means McDonald's. I don't really know off the top of my head. I learned a new one. Add end of sentence as fuck. What? I don't know. Add end of sentence as fuck. I don't know what he's saying, bro. It's funny though. Like, see, I say you're looking so cool, but it's not cool. But I'm gonna say you looking cool ass. Cool as fuck. Yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah, I don't know why we say that. Smart as fuck, cool as fuck, brainy as fuck, lifting heavy as fuck. It's weird. We say that when we mean a lot. It's like a lot. You use it as a term of that, like you're really this or you're really that. You're lifting a lot or you're doing a lot. You know, you're working like fuck. You're working a lot. You're smart as fuck. Means like you're just really smart. It's like the high end, the high level of it. Exactly. You gay as fuck. I'm tired as fuck. It's been a great day. The only thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to learn the wrestling side of it because I don't think they do enough wrestling. We're gonna need to work on that. If you can't wrestle, well then you're gonna get dominated. And I'm not willing to go in a cage. If I have to, I'll find guys that are serious in there. And I'll say, we're gonna train this, alright? And I'll train them myself. You know Bars Rutten? Did you ever watch Bars Rutten? He trained himself how to do submissions because he didn't really have anyone to learn how to teach him. And so he taught himself with a few friends how to do that, and then he was like winning by submission just after a few months of practicing on his own. Well, with a guy that like a mate, he'd watch it and just do it. They practice on each other. So I'm gonna have to do that with wrestling. Because you need to have a very intelligent approach. What are you learning in English anyway? What if you become very good MMA and you got in your first street fight an opponent pull gun? You learn Krav Maga. That's what you do. And you have a bigger gun. And then you gotta learn how to draw, like a cowboy back in like Red Dead. Luckily, we live in Australia where no one has a gun. I should probably learn some Krav Maga too. But we'll get there, slow and steady, Do that for fun. There's something for everything. Where you see Dubai before? No, I've never been there. So I can't really say I have. I've heard it's a really nice place. Might go there one day. That's probably one of the better spots to go visit. Have you been? Shit. I'm going if war stops. I'm pretty sure it's going to slow down. It looks like the US has given up. They've had enough. What do you reckon with America? I reckon, I don't know. They probably should have just destroyed them. I always said that. I was like, you're better off just wrecking them. But you can't say that. America has the capacity to completely eliminate Iran. But it's not a good look if they do that. So they won't do that. Alrighty. It's time for sleep. Rest is very important right now. I'm very tired. Stay magnificent. All the best. Oh. Until the next time. Stay magnificent, everybody. Bye-bye.